Listen to the story brought to life with 11 Labs voice technology, The Rejected Rogue Queen. Written by Samantha Abbott. Chapter 4. His eyes widen as he stares at me. Your Highness? Here? But shouldn't it be at the White Oak Pack? I cross my arms over my chest. No, we will host it here in our territory and on our terms. I will call for all the pack leaders to meet here in 2 weeks' time. The agenda will focus on how to update the existing treaties and lay down some new rules regarding pack relations. Are you sure, Your Highness? He asks, looking around. I mean, the other packs may feel uncomfortable coming to the rogues' territory, even under these conditions. Plus, some may not take kindly to your ultimatum. We will have it here or not at all, I growl. I will make sure this meeting goes off without a hitch. Is that understood? He gulps, almost choking himself in the process, and nods. Good, I say, making my way back to my throne. Now, get out. He quickly scurries out of the room, leaving me and Beth alone. I rub my temples, sinking back into the chair behind me. Beth looks at me, but doesn't say anything, until I finally let out a heavy sigh. You know, she says, I don't think this is such a great idea, Vex. They could be coming here for an ambush or something worse. I snort. An ambush, really? She continues to stare at me. If they were planning an ambush, then I would have just foiled their plans because they wanted me to go to them and not come to me. I guess that makes sense, she sighs. I still don't like it. And what was he talking about with the White Oak Pack needing special consideration? Yeah, I caught that, I say, continuing to rub my temples. But I'm not going to dwell on it right now. We've got prepping to do, and you still have the new recruits to get in line. Ah, yes, about that, she says, smirking. I glance at her. I don't care if that jack-off is alive or dead. He tried to attack me while my back was turned. If he is alive, he's out. She nods. Understood. I will make sure to take care of it. Turning, she leaves the hall. I smile as I watch her go, feeling a moment of admiration for her strength and courage. I'd taken what Halax had said to heart, and even though Beth has always been my ride or die, I'd made sure everyone here understood. Fuck with her and I'll kill you. That's if she didn't kill you first. Deciding I need some alone time, I head to my room for a few moments of peace. As I walk the corridors of the castle, both my wolves trail behind me, losing myself in thought over my rash decision on hosting a freaking alpha meeting, here of all places. But I'd be lying if I said the mention of the White Oak Pack wasn't the main reason for my choice. They want special considerations? For what? I assume they had sent the messenger, but why? Did they honestly think I'd just come at their beck and call? I do, however, agree with Beth. Something about this didn't smell right. All the more reason to investigate it. And what better way than in my domain? This might not be like the other packs around, but we all had one thing in common. The hate for highly privileged packs and their arrogant alphas. True, not every rogue was kicked out because they were bad. Sometimes they left of their own accord, and here is where most of them wound up. Still, this place wasn't for the faint of heart. There are actual killers and half-crazed rogues that can and will take a chunk out of you. I take the steps to my chambers, which at least offered me some solace. A calming presence washes over me as soon as I enter. The walls of my room are a deep crimson. Standing out against the black stone floor, a large 4-post bed draped in tapestries of gold and red. Each post is etched with a golden wolf crest, its snarling face basking in the light of the fire that warms the room. Taking a deep breath, my mind clears as I plop down on my king-sized bed. It doesn't matter if my decision was rash or not. The point is, I made it, and once I made a choice. I didn't stray from it. What matters now is what lies ahead with the alpha meeting and what sort of preparations I needed to make. First, gathering information through several of my contacts. Second, getting an accurate understanding of who would be represented in this meeting. And third, finding out what sort of leverage they think they have. I already knew the news of the new king actually being a queen would spread like wildfire. I'd done a great job thus far at keeping that, for the most part, rumored. However, that ship has now sailed, meaning what they would expect from me is obedience to their rules and an unquestioned loyalty for them as alphas. Ha! There is no way in hell I would allow that to happen. I'm not some weak female who takes orders, no. I am the queen, and one thing about being queen is that you don't have to bow down or show respect like other wolves do. You can simply say no if it doesn't suit or goes against what you want, something which these alphas probably wouldn't be expecting from me, but we're about to receive anyway. Vex, I still don't think this is a good idea. I growl, my patience growing thin with Beth's constant nagging. I don't really care if you don't like it. We are doing it. Are you sure this is for the rogue's benefit? She says, crossing her arms and glaring at me through the mirror. I pause midway through my ponytail. What do you mean by that? Oh, come on, she scoffs, walking towards the window, before facing me again. The minute that fucking pasty wolf mentioned the white oak pack, you changed your tune. Abandoning my hair, I give her my full attention. I can't change my mind? You never change your mind, Vex, she shouts. That's my point. Is this because of the treaty crap, or is it because of Aiden? The question hits me like a train, and my heart drops into my stomach. I've not actually spoken his name since we got here. What? No. I mean, yes, it has to do with the treaty shit, but that doesn't mean Aiden has anything to do with it. Anger vibrates my chest as I turn away from her and walk over to my nightstand, rummaging through it for another hair tie because I just snapped the last one when she said his fucking name. But she wasn't done yet. Bull crap, Vex! There's something else going on. Why can't you just admit it? She growls, stepping towards me. I whirl around and meet her gaze. I'm blazing with rage, and I feel the heat racing through my veins as I fight for control. Because nothing else is going on, I shout, slamming my hand against the nightstand. How long have I known you? She asks. I can feel her demeanor shift. We don't fight often, and when we do, we both end up feeling like shit for it. Taking a few deep breaths, I force my voice to level. Forever? She nods. Right, so please spare me the hard exterior. You have to parade around everyone else. I know you. I can feel my walls come crumbling down as my anger fades. I know she's right. She knows me better than anyone else does. Sighing, I drop to the end of my bed. Look, I know deep down you're just looking out for me, so don't worry about it. Yes, the White Oak Pack does have a part in my decisions, but not in the way you think. I'm not doing this for revenge. They already think because there is a new rogue king that they can make demands, but I have the power to do something about it, and I can use this alpha meeting to make them understand what kind of consequences they will face if they ever cross us. Her eyes remain skeptical, but she nods. Okay, I can understand that, but remember, you aren't alone. I've got your back, bitch. I put my arm around her shoulders, and I've got yours. Now, here's what we are going to do.